Okay, so I'm going to be making a game in 10 minutes. So I'm going to start the countdown timer now and we're going to get started. Alright, so first we generate a couple numbers and they go to a game list. So I got 7, so that's deck building. And 10, which is legacy. That's more of a campaign type thing. And then we're going to go to 18, and that is trick taking. Okay, so we have 7. So deck building. Ooh, deck building and trick taking will be really interesting. So we have a deck building game where you also spend those cards. Okay, so let's see. We got disillusioned, competition, bereave, inexpensive, sweet, sanctify, inexpensive. Okay, so a lot of inexpensive. So disillusioned could be something where I'm gonna re-roll it all again just because. Okay, here we go. So cherries. So we got fruit, cherries, fruit, cherish, berries. A berry bowl. That's close enough. So we got berries. Come on now. There we go. Berries going. Die. Okay, so your character can die maybe. Oh, your character could be part of a trick. Let's do skull icons. Actually, we could do knight. Here we go. We can have different characters. We'll just go with the knight helmet. That'll be the player colors. Stop. Cherries. Barbarous. Coil and dust. Let's do some more. Chase. Hunt. Okay, these are some good ones. Apathetic. Oh, you can get seed cards. And let's see. So you can hunt things, you get seed cards. So let's do seed. Seed. Sesame. Here we go. Here's some seeds. So there's some seeds. And then we want other fruit. So the fruit can be, let's see, peach. Let's do fruit and vegetables. Okay, so we want, let's do pear. Let's do apple. Let's do banana. There's cherries. Okay. So let's go pear, shiny apple, banana, and cherries. Okay, so this is trick taking and deck building. So now what we're gonna want is some. Let's see. What do we want? So hunting. I think what we need to do is make it kind of weird, where like you have your knight. You basically, when you do the trick taking, you actually play things face down, and let's see. Let's actually get these in here. So what we'll do is we'll open this, and this. Actually, we don't need to open them directly from there. We can import them here. So we can go, let's see, we want to go objects, components. We want cards. We actually want miscellaneous. Oops, we want custom. Oh yeah, let me do this. There we go. Okay, so components, we're gonna do blocks. No, custom. Here we go. Custom. We want a token. We're gonna do a bunch of tokens actually. So we don't want tokens. Never mind. Tokens are too big. So we want components, custom, card figuring tile. Tile, let's see how that is. That's okay. This'll work. So we're gonna go to desktop, downloads. So we want a cherry for the first one. And then the thickness we'll leave. We want it stackable. want stackable. We're not going to have it stretch to aspect ratio. We're going to scale this down. It's the same on both sides, that's good. Then we go objects, components, custom, tile. So we'll do a bunch, and the next one will be a banana. We want stackable, and the next one. Shiny app. And the next one, so we want a pair. And then the next one, we want a peach. And the next one, we want sesame seeds. And the next one, we want the night. And let's see, I think we had a couple more actually. I'll just make sure. Let's see what we have. Night, berries. Let's do the berry bowl, why not? So we're trying to get to the berry bowl. Let's do some kind of enemy that we can have. Okay, there we go. So here's how this works. So you basically have let's resize all these so they're smaller. Okay, so these are all smaller now. So here is the different tricks you can take. And these, there's multiples of these. So the seed turns into any of these. The berry bowl gives you one of each. And there's there's 5 different kinds. And then the seeds can turn into anything, and the bowl gives you one of each. This is the player, and here's the enemy card. So what you can do is if you ask for something, basically how it works is your character counts as a wild card. So you have your deck that's in your hand, and then when you're trying to make a trick, you play stuff. So what happens is when you're asking for the card, someone can either give you what you're asking for, they can give you a seed, or they can give you fruit bowl, or basically it's the 2 options. So the fruit bowl is like a wild that gives you turn it in for one of everything, which is really cool. And the other type of thing is basically if you have, like, let's say I play 2 cherries and the minimum is 2, but let's say I'm going for 3 in a row. So what I do is I ask for this other player who has like a cherry, and he happens to have a minion, and the minion there's basically like there's only there's only 2, or basically there's as many players as they are, that's how many minions there are. So let's say there's 3 players, so he has a minion and a cherry and a seed in his hand. So if so let's say I have like 2 peaches and a pear in my hand, and I'm playing this is face down, so you can't see those, they're cards. So I'm playing this because I want to get 4 in a row. He can give me a minion, and I have to play whatever he gives me when I ask, and because it's like Go Fish with a twist. So if he does this, my character dies and I'm out of the game. So I have to be really careful of if someone has something. And then, but the thing is, if you have a minion in your hand, basically how it works is, if I don't have him there and someone gives me the minion, then what I'm able to do is play the other cards and take the minion back into my hand. So I could either give the minion to someone or I could kill their character. So it's a guessing game. I don't actually know which one's going to happen. So that's where it gets tricky. So that's the fun part. So that's the game right there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I guess the name would be Champion of Fruit, or Fruit Champion. There we go.